Let's start. I'm opening up the energy field so that every time I open up your energy field, and it doesn't matter if it's here in a live session or in a meditation or in a YouTube video, the energy field then stays always a bit more open. So it's not that I'm opening it up and then it's closing down again to the same extent that it was closed before, but it just stays a bit more open, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less, always depends. Yeah, always depends. Some opening, and the goal is to have a open energy field so that life energy can flow through your system, and also that these high vibrational divine energies just come in all the time and can come in and be there for you. Okay, so then I bring in light into your system. So I pull it in. Like I said, there is already a lot of light present, very strong. Then I expand the energy field, and it's the same story here. Expanding the energy field, every time it's been expanded, it stays expanded a bit more. So it expands every time a bit more. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are those energies that basically the ones that use up your life energy, and also these energies that are stuck in your system. So triggered up emotions, for example, and energies that when they are present, that's where usually your attention is on. So they are taking you away from the present moment. And also when there is identification with these energies, then it's like, okay, I feel angry, I feel this and that, I am this or that. And this is then basically where you're coming from, versus this is also an energy that's within my system, but it's not me. My system this energy is just moving through my system right now, but it's not me, this emotion. So I'm clearing. Also clearing energies out of the mind. Same story here. It's just energies that are stuck there. And when I clear them, more light is entering. Maybe you can feel that. So the space I'm clearing, there is that an empty space, or at least not for long, because right away then light enters, and then light replaces the space where the stuck energy was before. And then it's a lot harder to think, to have thoughts, or it's not even possible to have thoughts. There's a lot of light pouring in, and right now there is like a golden light, like honey, So it's like I have a honey pot, and it's emptied out over the top of your head, and just the honey rinse down over your head and down. This is how this light comes in. A little bit heavy, but very, at the same time, very bright, very high vibrational, very dominant. It pulls you very fast into a place of balance and relaxation, but also still being here, being aware. So it doesn't take you away, into like a deeper meditation right now. It still keeps you here, keeps you aware and alert as well. So then alertness that you just look into what's happening in your system right now, that kind of way. So, and this light is flowing still like this thick honey. So right now we're at the hips area, and it's flowing down to your feet. It's just this quality, the quality of this specific light that's present. Every light has different qualities and different ways of how it's showing itself to us and how we experience it, right? So some lights are more intense, some more high vibrational, some they seem to be like full of like a lot lighter, some are heavier, and it's just they do a certain work, and for that, for what they're here for, they need a certain density, quality, lightness, and so forth, and this is why they are like that. So there is no, one is better than the other. They're all absolutely amazing. They all have their place, but this is why we can distinguish. So, and this light is holding us in a very comfortable and relaxed space, but still very aware, very much here. So no drifting away yet. And then this light is entering the third eye chakra, and it's also flowing into the body. Before it was more outside of the body, now it flows in. And I open up the central energy channel. The central energy channel is located in the center of your energy field, from the root to the crown chakra. And this is also where life energy, life itself, flows through our system. Life flows, or life energy, from the root to the crown chakra. Then it falls back down in all directions and flows up again and so forth. So it's a constant flow. And also at the same time, it's like I wouldn't really describe it as being, it has a magnetism in it, but I know this is a way how it's being described. It's basically, if we have a certain flow of a certain vibration, then this is basically also the pull towards certain experiences, or bringing certain experiences towards us. So we can actually, we probably could say it's magnetism in a way, but it's still a bit different. So I guess this is just so that the mind understands it. And so the more life energy flows, the more open the system is. This is then when life experience is just like this unfolding of experiences in the present moment over and over again, because it's just flowing, just a constant pull, a constant flow. Everything comes to us, so we move towards it if we want to see it in that way. And this is what we want. And life energy is increasing now, so the flow is increasing. And also when more life energy is flowing, so at first we have to like help life energy to flow more. And then there is this certain point where it, let's say, it has enough when a ball starts rolling and it just rolls by itself, right? In that kind of way. So eventually life energy just flows by itself, and then the healing and clearing is happening because like your life energy is doing it, like it's also assisting this process and expanding and opening up the system. So we want to get there where life energy takes over and basically does the whole work by itself. I mean, we can also always assist and we can always participate, but then it's just everything is a lot easier and faster, even faster than it is already. So then again, accelerate life energy even more. The flow, help it to flow more from the root to the crown chakra. Also, what it does, this is just very important, although the mind doesn't understand it quite, is the present moment. It seems so simple, like, yeah, of course, I'm here in the present moment, but we have mechanisms in the system that pull us away from the present moment. I mean, of course, the thoughts, we were talking about that before, they do that too, but also mechanisms in the system that create the experience of a past and a future, so we think it's real. So I'm breaking down these mechanisms because there is no past and future, there is only the present moment. It's all about being in the present moment, relaxing. When something comes up we need to do it. When an obstacle comes up, overcome it. When something joyful comes up, enjoy it. And that's it. Like this is all, gets very simple. It's all about the present moment. Right away are clear energies that are popping up from the system. So I clear worries, energy of worries in general, worries about past, future, in general about life, worries about life, how life is gonna unfold, how is it gonna unfold in the future, how is it going to be, is it going to be different, what do I need to do, what's my part in it. Clear those energies. So in that case, of course, your part. I'm talking from your system's perspective. So I clear those energies, clear the energy of worry, the energy of unease. So when there is an energy of unease, the system often thinks, and also the mind then, of course, when I talk about the system, it's always like mind and energy, emotions coming from either. There is something wrong, something needs to change. So this is often the response. If there is unease in the system, I need to change something. Something needs to be done. Like I need to go places, or I need to, I don't know, change whatever. Like something needs to be changed. But it's really about the energy. We want to get rid of the energy because then we can stay where we are. That's the thing. If we act on the energies, let's say unease and worries, for example, and we try on the outside to do everything that we don't experience the energy of worry anymore, we probably have changed a lot in our life experience on the outside in this 3D reality, but the energy is still in our system, so the work can still come up. So even though we have done so much on the outside, the energy is still there. But if we just sit here and we experience whatever energy, unease, worry, and we clear these energies, then we can just sit and we don't need to, go the extra mile or kilometer. It's not necessary because it's about clearing the energies that take us away from the present moment. And being and living in the present moment and not having a past and a future is a profound, an absolute profound shift in experience, although it sounds very simple and not profound. Just saying, it is actually very profound. So I'm clearing more worries, energy of unease, just in general. Energies of that think they have to like act on the outside, did they have to do something or did they have to not do something. So what I was just talking about in the example, so the energies that want to do stuff in this 3D reality, fix things, they think that which are broken, clear those. Again, I pull the whole system more and more into the present moment so that definitely through this meditation you are put in the present moment, you can't go anywhere else. So you can always double check. So right now, try to go into the past and the future. It doesn't work. It's gone. It's not possible. You're just here. Okay. I clear more energies out of the mind. In general, just worries. Worries around the awakening process, that there is maybe a lot to do, or maybe you do the wrong work, or it could go faster, or it's not fast enough, or I don't know, or energies around that. If you do the right practice, or if there is something else you need to do, or yeah, mostly around it's not fast enough. There is more energy coming in of relaxation, so that you can relax more. And now I can see how also your awareness is more pulled into a little bit deeper state, so also the awareness can relax. So before I was very put into more of a being in like a more alert space, and now it can relax. So now you can drift off. If it happens, if you stay, you stay. That's absolutely fine. More energies are coming in, super strong energies today. Then I open up the chakras, crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra, that more light can enter, and also that stuff is surfacing more. So I clear energies. In general, heart chakra is always identification. Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? I clear those energies. Am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Why are certain things happening, or why are certain things not happening? Clear these energies. And an energy is coming in with the information. So the information comes into every cell of the body. And basically every cell of the body has its own little energy body, and then the information in that little energy body is being changed. And it's coming in of the energy, the information of just be, just be, just be. And yes, also this is information for the mind, but it's mostly for the system. So it's basically a permission for the system. You're allowed just to be in the present moment. There's nothing else you need to do except for what's coming up in the present moment. This brings the joy and the peace, like this is basically then there. Like it cannot not be there. Just be, the information comes in. It's only 2 words, but they are very powerful for the system. Also like I am, but just be in that case. You can also, like when you are, you feel like you're out of balance, then just say, these 2 phrases, so one of them, and you will see, say it a few times and just focus on it, and like right away the system changes. It's very interesting. It sounds, too simple to be true, but just know, like especially on an energetical level, the simpler, the more truth there is in it, because it's never complicated. Complicated is only something the mind makes up. So the mind makes everything complicated, and it thinks the more complicated and the more it needs to figure out stuff, the more true it is, but it's not at all. This is just the mind. So from a level of truth and energy working with energies, the simpler, the more truth lays in it. And only certain words, when you recite them a few times and you focus on them, changes the whole system within a few minutes. So like right now, there's a lot more balance here, a lot more, the system is very centered, like you're absolutely centered. So open up the energy field more. Pull the light into deeper layers. So every cell of the body is already vibrating to very high, like very high vibrational, to very high vibrational energy. So your system experiences a raising vibration right now. I clear a few more worries, energy of worry out of the mind. And the heart, I worry. I worry about the past, the future. I worry about myself, my life, others, this planet, nature, earth, and so forth. So I worry, clear those energies. I worry, I worry, I worry. When I clear these energies, maybe you can feel it. Right away, there is just so much more light entering, because the light takes the space of the worries in that case. And when I clear those, then a lot of light can enter. So right now I clear energies that um, basically I'm shown the word like they're like unrealistic energies, but I mean I don't really exactly know what they are about. Hang on. Unrealistic in what way? Which way? Okay. So specifically around, you probably heard how like predictions for the future, right? In one way or other. So news, or maybe in a podcast, or I don't know, a medium or whatever. Like there is predictions, and there are there are some that are very out there. So I'm clearing those first. So very unrealistic predictions that make the system feel weird, um, in a way that, yeah, there is this unease and worry. Clear those energies. Negative predictions, yeah. Clear those energies. The information right now comes in, just enjoy the light. Just enjoy the light. So let's enjoy the light for a minute, because it's very strong. Beautiful light present. So let's enjoy this for a minute in silence. I continue on talking because there's already a lot of information coming in. So basically, how you feel, like right now, you're vibrating to the light that's present. This is the this is truth over what we're experiencing on an everyday basis. So we basically, this is just how, life is on earth, I guess, versus what we're experiencing right now. So life on earth just takes us away from this. So right now, what's present? There is balance. The system is fully balanced. There is full connection to high vibrational divine lights. There is grounding. There is bliss. There is like inner strength, and like the center, like a center point, or where we are very, very much centered. Then, of course, there is this subtle, it's still subtle, but still there, this joy of existence and the peace, silence. So this is truth. So allow this to be your experience more. So sink into it more, relax into it. And maybe you see for yourself, the more you relax into it, the more light enters, the more your system expands, the more life energy flows. So relaxation, again, it's something very simple, but on the level where we're working, it's profound. It's absolutely profound. So also when you, let's say, caught in surface energies, in life, in emotions, just sit down, relax, makes such a big difference, because it allows the energies to move through. It allows, because you're connected, you're connected to high vibrational lights. I mean, you're here, then they can come in and so forth. Life energy can flow more. So just relaxing, basically letting go of everything, surrendering to the present moment. These are like key ingredients to realizing the true nature for good, to have these experiences for good. I clear a few more energies that are coming up, although it seems like where they're coming from, because there is no experience of them. But I clear lower chakras, second chakra, rage. I clear the energy of rage. Rage, anger, anxiety, I'm not sure if I know the correct word in English, but I guess like a something that's more than rage. Is it outrage? No. But there, just that you know, there is like an energy that's even more intense than rage. Rage is already very. So it's not. It also hate. Yes, I also see hate, but yeah, I just clear this energy. Just know it's a similar one. I just don't know the word. Then also helplessness. So often these energies are answer to be feeling helpless, to being in a situation that you don't prefer. Of course, in a like very strong way, because otherwise these very strong low vibration energies wouldn't be in your system. Um, Clear them. And most of the times, like these very, very low vibrational energies and very strong energies, we don't have any awareness that they are within our system. Like, because first of all, we learn to suppress them, and we would never, we feel like when they're coming up, or if they would come up, that we like bad people. Because we want to be nice, we want to be gentle, we want to be loving. I also clear these energies that want that, although you know it's a good thing, but this is what we are naturally anyways. But also these energies are just suppressing of more of the low vibrational ones to surface. I clear energy of like, you know, when something is, when there is so much rage that you feel like sick in your stomach, in that kind of way. So I clear these energies. Something is so intense, so in general also energy of like intensity, but if something is so intense that you actually feel sick, I feel it so strong in my chest and stomach and even throat, you know, when you like feel so sick of something, like the whole body can feel it. Okay, I look into this more. So it could be something that happened to you, that happened to somebody else, or yeah, that that these energies basically ended up in your system. It's mostly when something very awful, disgusting, I don't know, something like that is happening, then this energy of feeling like sick in every cell of your body basically is also in the like let's uh, mostly gut and heart and throat area, you know, in that kind of way, then this can come forward. So I look where this is coming from right now. Okay, it's actually something interesting. It's a disgust. So I clear this energy, and it's a disgust towards other humans or towards humans in general that humans can be like so cruel and so violent and so forth. So there is disgust towards humanity, towards humans. Clear those energies, specifically out of the gut. Very strong, actually. This is a very strong clearing. It's a very, very deep, um, very deep, let's say, wound, or it's very much in the core of our system, this disgust, because we moved through many lifetimes and we experienced specifically low vibrational experiences because there were low vibrational times. There were also high vibrational times, but there were low vibrational times, and there are just a lot of disgusting, let's use that word, things were happening and were done by humans, and there is just this energy, this disgust towards humanity and how humans are. There is even more deeper, like it's even beyond disgust. It's like a um, I'm just going to share how I see it so that you get an understanding. Very deep stuff. um, I just see like the view so that we get an understanding. Looking at humans like looking at pigs, although pigs are nice cute animals, but there's just this level, like this very deep disgust, and humans are like pigs. This is just the information I get, or probably the best way I can describe it or translate it, so I clear it. Makes a big difference. Maybe you can feel clearing that. It's basically, it bounces us into such a high vibration. Sometimes we have to go deep and we have to go to the very low vibrational stuff, and it basically just bounces us, brings us up, pulls us up into this high vibration then when these energies are gone, because they have held us down. And I can see within the system now there is these energies are gone now, and they were very important to be cleared because they were very low vibrational. And also what I see is interesting, by clearing these energies, it's very important to clear them, because I see how it's raising the collective consciousness right away. So if we clear like this very deep stuff, the collective rises. And also I see, for example, it's interesting, the life experience of people and of animals, I see the pigs also, they get better, like higher vibrational. So that means they just have a also more enjoyable life experience. It also is, it's the same for animals. So even though we still have we hold animals for milk and meat and stuff like that, we still have them as Haustiere in German. I don't know the English word. Farm animals. The relationship is different. The way we treat them, of course. There is more mutual understanding. So also from the animals, they become more conscious, they understand the humans better, and other way around. So it's like they're serving us to be able to live here, and we serving them to give them a good life. So this is just also popping up as information, like when things are rising, the consciousness, this is basically what comes in then, or how it can unfold. Okay, there is so much light present. It's so strong today, which is great. So there is the joy coming in, more joy of existence. It's just flowing in. So maybe you can feel how it comes in through the heart chakra. And since your system is so expanded and so cleared, so much clearer, it just pours in. And bliss is coming in today as well, a lot of bliss. And when you are within this space, there is no worry, doesn't exist. No fear, doesn't exist. There is no, I don't know, you name it, it just doesn't exist. And I know we sit here in meditation and we have our eyes closed. Yes, maybe that's an argument. But what we want to bring this into our everyday life experience. And every time we sit here and do this kind of work, we bring more into our daily life experience. So, like, for example, you can't tap, like right now, even though your mind thinks about something low vibrational, you don't get an experience of it. It's not possible. So let's say, I just want to give you this example that you get a better understanding. So let's say we would witness something very awful, like somebody, let's use this pig example, torturing a pig, for example. Usually we could, when we're not in this state, we can kind of tune into it with our mind. We emotions are coming up, all sorts of emotions, and we can actually pull ourselves into the situation and also feel basically what the pig is feeling. Like we can actually pull ourselves into this position. It's very possible. But when you are in this, I'm using this example just that that it's a very clear, that you get a very clear understanding, because examples like that can be just help the understanding. Yeah. So, and right now, it's not possible to imagine that, and it's not possible to tap into what this animal would go through. Like it doesn't work. And this is the difference. And this is when life experience becomes more high vibrational. So that means, first of all, we can't tap into these emotions anymore that are within us. They are always within us, and we can't imagine things like that anymore. So it's out of range because we are higher vibrational. It just doesn't work. And then it also doesn't exist in our experience, and we manifest our own life experience. So when we are in this high vibrational state, like right now, what you focus on? You focus on the bliss, on the love, on the joy, right? So this is what's present for you. And this is what you focus on. And maybe the silence and so forth. So there is like, you wouldn't even think about something low vibrational, or you wouldn't tap into that. It just, why would you? And this is then how, it also unfolds in everyday life experience. So the high vibrational life experience gets, the less you can tap into low vibrational energies, the less they can come up in your system. And the more the focus is on high vibrations, and then these experiences are coming up. So you would focus on, and I use another example so that you totally understand what I mean. Let's say you focus on meeting your friends and having a good time with them, or at the next project you want to start, or just something that would bring you joy, that would feel like that would resonate with you, and so forth. So you use your energy and put it more into that. And so everything low vibrational falls away because you don't feed it with energy, and the possibility of going into that space is not there anymore. And this is basically how moving into a higher vibration and then in a different life experience works. It always has to come from within our system. And then it's basically when people say there is this new earth, this is how I see this. we have to create the new earth, because it's not just going to pop up here and there you have a new earth. It's not like that. So we are creating this new earth, and this is just a, so people are using this expression of new earth, but it's really a new way of living, a new way of creating our own reality. And then low vibrational stuff falls away automatically. You can't even go there anymore. And then high vibrational stuff is accumulating and more of that comes in and so forth. So it's a very logical, very natural process. It's nothing out there. It's nothing that suddenly comes in, it's not like that. It's um, just how this all works. And while I was talking, the energies, they're very fast working on your system. And I see just the vibration rises of your system. There is so much light present. And you just pulled so much towards that, like towards a new way of living. But it's not new earth for everybody. It's like you manifest your own life experience. And this is what you're getting then. A high vibrational life experience. So you pulled up. Again, there's a lot of this joy then present naturally. And also what I'm getting from these energies is what you can do in your daily life experience when you are conscious about that. You drag yourself down, you make yourself small, you don't allow yourself to experience joy and do things that resonate with you. If you're conscious about it, give these energies away. Give them to God, give them to the Divine Mother, give them to the universe. Ask them to please take away these low vibrational energies from your system. They are not of your truth. And you want to move towards your personal highest truth. And this is the goal. And then, with that, a lot comes with that. More awareness, expansion on the level of consciousness, of course. Health, well-being, abundance. It's all in the same area, just away from the low vibrational energies. I clear more worries on the level of the heart chakra, always identification. I worry that I can't make it, that I'm not making it, so everything I just shared, that the system is worried that it's not able to move there, that it's not able to move into high vibration. So I'm not able. I can't, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. So this is typical energy of identification, because identification with the small self, with the I thought, of course, the small self, and this is what we experience as then I thought, so taking everything personal, that doesn't have the answer. That's very true. So it can worry, and this is what it's doing, and it also can't figure out the way to do things. How could it? It's just a mechanism, like this mechanism can't figure out anything. So I clear these energies. also help to dissolve the mechanism of identification. So it's always a relaxing out of these energies, allowing these energies to move through, get them out of your system. They're not of truth. They just take you away from the present moment and from, yeah, a more joyful life experience. And then there's also an information coming in for the system that's helpful. It's just the information itself is helpful for you to let go of identification and let go of a lot of limiting energies. And it's I serve the light. So I serve, or God, I serve the Divine Mother. So I serve because this perspective basically allows you to move beyond the small self, the identification. So this is why this energy comes in. I serve. I serve the light. I just used that. And maybe you can feel how freeing this is because you're not serving the small self and whatever desires are there in the human. So are clear desires, by the way, the energies of desires, just different desires the human has that are mistaken with truth from the heart, you know, truth that comes through the being level. So all sorts of different desires that the small self thinks that need to be met to, live a happy, healthy life, but these are misunderstandings, so clear desires. And when the information is there, I serve the light, then it's really, you can also see this metaphorically. If you feel like you don't want to serve the light, that's totally fine. Maybe it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, just know it's really about letting go. So this phrase or these words, if they are present in your system, they just help to let go, help the system let go of identification. Things that were about you, where you are the center and the most important in this universe, suddenly start to dissolve. And this is freeing. Because it's contracting. The small self is always contraction and limiting. So I serve the light is expanding and allowing energies to flow. And also maybe you can feel that like the inner peace deepens. If you want, you can just say this phrase to yourself, like, and silently. I serve the light, like the peace just expands. It's fascinating, right? Then there is a recognition coming in. So we go through a few steps. But the first one is I give up. I can't do this. I tried very hard. I let go. And this is basically the small self fighting, the small self wanting to be in charge and control, have life its way. And then there is this moment of, I mean, we can, life can bring you to this moment. And this is what happens to a lot of people who experience, sudden traumatic experiences in their lives, so that they have to let go. Like they have to say, okay, I can't do this anymore, it's too much for me. So life brings them there because they're holding on to things so tight. This is often how it manifests. And this is why we go through these steps here, because then we don't need to live through them. I mean, probably you don't have to anyways, but it's coming in. It's just, I can't do this anymore. So they're holding on, they're controlling, have things your way. I let go. And also, next step is I'm open to receive help. Whatever that means, it's just the opening of the system to higher information, to higher support, wherever it's coming from. I'm open for support. Next step would be I give myself over. I give myself to the divine or to the light or to God or universe or Jesus. I just give myself over. Again, it's for the small self. It's just we're moving the small self there so that it can just dissolve itself. I give myself over to a higher power. I let go. I give up. I had enough. I allow my true nature to come forward. And it's massive. Maybe you can feel it. True nature is now present. And it's super, like, the true nature, the energy of it is so strong. It uses up so much of of the nervous system's capacity. So this is why right now it's forward. The true nature is fully forward. And the system is getting used to it more and more. So let's sit with this for 2-3 minutes. And then we're going to end this healing session. Okay, we are finished. Thank you very, very much for joining. That was very strong, great session, great information.